Hello everyone and welcome to our first proper episode of RD1's Off the Rails podcast, where we're going to talk football, music and most importantly, clobber. So, I'm Mick.
I'm Liv.
And today our first ever guest on the podcast is Jack from Bracknell. How are you going, mate? Pleasure to have you.
Very good, mate. Thank you very much for having me.
Good, we're really looking forward to this one. We've been big fans of this album. One of our customers put us onto it on the live and we loved it ever since. Coming to see you boys in Brighton, everything. What's this album meaning to you so far? It's been a big one, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been great, man. We it came about sort of quickly, so you never really know how it's going to go down, but we were confident in it. And yeah, it's been great. Like since we've released it, it's sort of taken off. So it's
you've
good.
got banger after banger on there as well.
Cheers, man.
There's not a song, like some to this album. There's always a little
skip.
This one all the way through. As soon as I'm in the van, I had to buy a CD. My van's old, you know what I mean? I've got it on CD. I've gone old school on that one. Fully signed by you boys as well. But yeah, there's some top tunes on there.
We done it with Chris Marshall, so he did like the Jerry Cinnamon stuff, and we wanted to work with him. So that's why we had this like tight deadline. Like, we've got to get in and work with him. We've got 10 weeks to write it. Went in and did it. And one thing he did say to us, which I fucking love, because like I say, the way I consume music is like, I listen to it as an album.
Yeah.
And we went in there, if we didn't want to write 12 singles, we wanted to write a record.
Yeah.
And so that was the fact that he kept picking up on it, saying like, I love that you boys are like writing a record. It's like, there's an arc to it.
It's
Like,
so rare.
yeah,
It's like, especially with concept albums, you know, each song, like for example, Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles, each song flows, and Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd, each song flows one after the other how an album should be.
I think
It's
it
so
goes
rare.
back to like how people consume music now. Like it's all Spotify. It's single. They put playlists on, not record. Like don't happen like that anymore.
Yeah, like you say, you listen to albums, so that's when you put.
Yeah, and to El's point, like when you talk about what the lyrics mean and what they mean, I am one of them people. I know people say it all the time, but like you never really say it because you don't want to ruin it. Like everyone's going through their stuff, what they're going through, but when it's out there, it's whatever you interpret as is cool with me, man. Like you say, if it means that to you, it might not be what I meant. But
It's cool.
You know what though? Sometimes
that's why I don't get too deep.
Yeah. But sometimes I don't even know what I mean. Like sometimes sometimes you write a song, I do anyway, and you listen to it 5 years later and you think, that was about that. But you're not trying to write it about that. It just comes out you, doesn't it? Some people go into it and they'll tell you every fucking lyric, what it meant and how clever they are. But does anyone care? Like if you listen to it and it makes you feel a certain way, that's what it's supposed to fucking be.
I think this album hit me in a different way.
Sometimes you can't explain
man.
it. It's a feeling.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like you can't really explain it.
I think that's the thing with Oasis. Like, no one knows what Champagne Supernova means, but when you're fucking belting it out, you know exactly what it means.
If you actually read the lyrics, what's that?
Apparently it's about a glass jar of sugar, and there was the sugar jar had like this little man in it going like that, and then Noel Gallagher saw that across the kitchen and was like, oh, it looks like there's something to do with that, or like a sugar jar. It's something like that.
There you go.
He's made the biggest song ever about it.
80,000 people singing about a sugar jar.
I think it's about that anyway. But it's mental. It is crazy.
What's the inspiration? It's a bit of a nervous question, this one, because I feel a connection to most of these songs myself in my life. You got some little love songs, or what's going on? What's the lyrics behind?
Yeah, man. I suppose they're about everything, aren't they? Like we wrote it pretty quickly, so it took us about 10 weeks to write. And there's lots of things going on really, but it's that classic thing. If it's about bit of love, bit of life,
everyone feels it.
Yeah, all falls
everyone
in.
experiences it, don't they?
Exactly.
So,
And another thing with the Bracknell is the fans. Like when we come see you in Brighton, me and Curtains, and we're talking to geezers there, very well dressed fans, you know what I was to say. Smock City in there, and everyone's got a pair of trainers, wannabes and that, and Adidas on, good dressed fans. But they're going, I've seen him 3 times this year, 4 times we was here last night. What that must mean well for you, because that blew me away.
Yeah, it's great. What I was saying, we're lucky that I think with the fan base that we've sort of cultivated, they're, if they're in, they're fully in. So like you say, like when we go away on tour, there's some people there that are there at every show, spending money up and down the country. We're well lucky, and the fact that they're well dressed, that's even better.
Yeah, that's what you want.
So I don't want to play in front of a load of slobs.
That's fair enough.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, Isle of Wight. What a year, by the way. First only 6 months in, new album, gone smashed it with that as well. Then you've been playing festivals and the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yes, there's like little bucket list things that you tick off.
Yeah.
While you're doing them, you never really think about them like that, I suppose, because it's just always the thing on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But the Isle of Wight was cool, man. Like, that's like, for me, you probably got Glastonbury and then the Isle of Wight in terms
it's
of
a
like
big festival.
Yeah, you
I've
know.
been to that festival. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
brilliant.
it's a good-
I mean, the ferry across is a pain, but it is a brilliant festival. Yeah.
But like you got Hendrix played it, the Who, like
It's
you know.
big.
Yeah.
It's the ferry on the way back's the worst.
Oh
one.
yeah. I was sat next to I was sat next to Liam Gallagher's and Baby Shambles. You know Drew, the
Yeah, Drew,
bassist.
yeah,
I was sat
yeah.
next to him on the ferry. I was like, oh my god, it's Drew, but I didn't say anything, so I felt really awkward. And
Uh,
I was like, oh. I was like, oh my god. But yeah.
Yeah, the ferry that we got back, we got like the last ferry back, and so it's just full of bands. It's like
Yeah,
pulling
it's
onto the
mad.
ferry, it's just 50 vans, all full of bands.
Yeah, that's-
It is cool.
everyone catching up.
Yeah, it's a good crack, man. It was
Yeah.
good. Like a couple of beers on the way back, and then yeah.
You've got some big gigs lined up as well.
Yeah, so festival season at the minute. So we're playing a few more of the big festivals, Truck, and a couple of others, and then yeah, we're doing a couple of dates with The Enemy, which will be good. And then yeah, we've just announced our big end of year show in London.
Which is nearly sold out already. I
Yeah,
see that a
I
little bit quick.
I think as of this morning, there's the 10 or so tickets left. So
Because we were looking at going, but it's Black Friday weekend for us.
oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
sales gone
I was
bad,
like,
yeah.
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 It's like a couple of customers of ours and the fans of yours said, oh, you going to this one? I was like, couldn't come at the worst time, end of November, going into Christmas season.
Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
So we're gutted to miss that one. But yeah, looking forward to it. So what's the plan for next year? You chilling out? Are you still carrying it going?
You can't chill out, man. It's
Yeah.
just us, you know, it's same as doing something like this. Like, it's just always on to the next thing, you know. And like where there's a bit of traction, you know, we've sort of confident in where we're going. You just got to crack on. Like I say,
Ride the wave.
yeah, we do it on our own. We don't do it with any sort of record company help. Like
That's
so,
amazing.
so for us, if we stop doing something, nothing gets done. So onwards and
Keep
upwards.
grafting.
Absolutely,
Yeah, non-stop.
mate.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, well, has there been like any defining moments you'd say where you kind of look at yourself and think, like, I've made it? Like, has there been like a certain venue, like the Isle of Wight, for example, where you kind of look and you think, blimey, like, I've done this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like breathtaking.
Yeah, there's a few. There's always like little checkpoints, isn't there? I think the big one was obviously the album charting. Once we
Yeah.
found out the album got into the chart,
Yes.
that was a big one because there's little things that, especially the era that we grew up in, like, you know, being top of the pops and stuff, and obviously that's gone, but charting was still a thing, you know. And my favourite thing to do is put an album on. I listen to some music in albums, so to put our album out and then have it do that. I mean, things like the Isle of Wight are great, and you know, last year we played some big shows.
Yeah.
But that was the one that probably made you think, because you know that's out there forever now, and the fact that it did well.
Exactly. Yeah. That's very
It's a
true.
top album.
Yeah. You're always
Cheers,
playing
mate.
it in the
All right.
store. Yeah.
Well, I'm just off cast with it. My favourite tune, Thriller.
Yeah.
Love it. So that bound.
Yeah,
and
the
the
bass
first-
line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we-
get one popping in there as well. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
for you to change up in the gig.
Yeah, we ain't played that one live yet actually, so that will
I
probably.
did notice it, right?
That's a dedicated
Yeah, I
to
did.
me.
I was
that
going to
one.
ask, right? I was going to throw that one out.
It's hard though, like where we, you know, we're always leaving someone's favourite
Yeah,
out,
of
which is a
course.
good thing.
It's not bad problems.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, that'll get a run out at some point, so we'll let you know. We're filming it later.
Yeah, dedicated to Mickey. Yeah, he'll be at the back.
Yeah, he's buzzing off that one.
Yeah.
So, we was talking earlier, I was like, what are we going to ask questions about?
Mm.
Obviously, we're getting through a couple now, like you've done Isle of Wight. What's a venue, like a music venue you haven't played yet, but you'd love to play?
Oh, there's a few. There's a few. So, the Albert Hall's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Brixton Academy's a big one. Brixton Academy's just like, for me, it's like the venue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the one for me, the dream is you got Oasis, got Nebworth, you got Stone Roses had Spike Island. I want to play Romford Market.
Yeah,
I want to
there's
set a
a proper
stage up
set
in the
Romford
Romford
Market.
Market. Yeah, that's going to be our Nebworth.
I think so.
Yeah,
Proper that.
we'll get there.
Proper.
Yeah, it will happen.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Best ever album. Your favourite ever album. Your go-to.
So hard.
Yeah,
little bit like-
it changes every week.
Well, you can't be one, can it?
So
You
we
could do the-
we got a rule as well. When you're talking about your favourite albums or your favourite band, you can't include the Beatles
Yeah,
because
That
that's
makes sense, yeah.
because that's everyone's favourite band and
Yeah.
favourite album. Again, it all changes. I am like you've got like I never stray too far from the mothership. Do you know what I mean? What I like's what I like, but it would be. I mean, I love A Storm in Heaven, the first record from the Verve, like when
Yeah.
they're all spacey and mad.
The early shit, yeah, nice.
Definitely, maybe.
course.
Yeah, I don't stray too far from the mothership, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're the two that come to mind. But it does change every other week.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so I went to music college, I do songwriting and stuff like that, and everyone in my life told me that there's a cut-off age of like 24, 25. If you reach that age, you're not going to make it. And I obviously argued, being like, oh no, Gallagher's like 28, Jerry Cinnamon was 29.
Yeah.
But I've been told my whole life, you're now, what, I'm 24 now, you're kind of expiring. If you want to make it, you've got to make it now. How did you,
Yeah, that's
did
bullshit.
you ever feel that?
I tell you that is, right, that is...
That's only 21.
There might have been a time where there was some truth in that, where you had to, when the only way to crack it was to be playing a show and have some knobhead from some record company turn up and think he knows what he's talking about and say, right, you're the next thing. But you don't need them no more.
No.
Nowadays, it's all about, if you write good songs and you put it on Spotify and you promote yourself and you get out and play, people find it. Like when it was gatekeepers and like, you know, you had these fucking fat idiot executives telling you that they thought they knew what they were fucking talking about. Maybe that was the cut-off point, but not anymore. Like you say, Jerry Cinnamon, he was like, you know, the War on Drugs, the band The War on Drugs. They were like nearly 40 when they cracked it. Like that's not a thing anymore. So keep at it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll try my best.
Like I never went to like a music school or like.
Do you know what? I actually feel it ruins it. For me, I had such a strong passion for music, and when I started to study it, they told me I had to write a song a certain way, and I told them it comes naturally.
Yeah.
You can't teach someone to write a song. Now, yeah, theoretically you can.
Yeah.
But it's something that they try to teach, and just you can't teach it.
Yeah, it's a funny one, songwriting, because it is. I do think because the amount of good players you get who can't write songs.
I mean, look at Kurt Cobain. He was arguably one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah.
Taught himself to play guitar, I think, and he literally is just like didn't probably go to school and dropped out probably. But do you know what I mean? He didn't do any like music lessons or anything. He just kind of had it. Yeah.
I think it's all about having something to say. If you've got something to say, then it doesn't matter. You know, they can teach you the best way of doing it, or you can have your own way of doing it. But if you've got something to say that people will respond to, then that's all that matters, really. I think.
Yeah. Have you met any of your music idols? I would just say, would you ever want to meet your idols? Because that's what they say. Because I met Noel Gallagher and he wasn't that nice. It was a bit rude, but
No, you hear these. Do you know what? That is one thing that's never bothered me. That's not even to try and sound fucking Trey cool. Like it's just that's never bothered me. Like, I've been in places where those people have been, and it's just not. It doesn't really. You know, if you played with them, that'd be a different thing. You know, if you were asked to go and play with them, that'd be amazing. But I don't. I love their music. I don't know anything about them. So
that's very. Especially with like Morrissey, people would be like to me, "You can't like Morrissey. He's really far right wing." And I'm like, well, I love his music. I don't care for his views. He cancels gigs all around the country last week.
No politics. Exactly. Just get listened to the tunes.
Right. Exactly. Exactly that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Separate
it 100%.
Favourite artist, past, present, and future. Who you done for the future?
But the past, that's fucking hard.
The
past's got to be the Beatles. I think it all starts with the Beatles.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, it ain't a clever answer, but they're the start of everything fucking great that I go back to. Present, I mean, we can say Oasis again now, can't we?
Well,
That's easy. And
and
the future's got to be the Bracknell, isn't it?
Have you got your dream guitar?
I have.
Have you? What is it?
So, I have got. I was the luckiest man on earth, and I have got a 1969 Gibson 345. It's the only guitar I ever wanted, and it was the first time I'd started like the classic. This is before when we thought you had to be in a van on the road all day. We had little shitty jobs to sort of make us do. And I've been at this job for about a year, just like literally, all we were trying to get was enough money to get enough money in the van to get us to a gig, to play a gig, to record a show. And I got basically said to me, right, we don't need you no more, turfed out, and I got like a redundancy thing, a golden handshake thing. And so they gave me, I think it was a couple of grand, and I went into One Joe's in Denmark Street, feeling sorry for myself, thinking, fuck, what am I going to do? And I walked in. It was like that scene in Wayne's World. It was literally, it was on the wall. I looked at it, was everything I've ever wanted. Because all the other lot in the band, it's like guitar porn. They'll fucking talk about 700 guitars they want. I've got mine. I don't ever need another guitar.
And you spent your whole redundancy on it?
Yeah.
Do you know what
shit or bust.
And then I was on the dole for the next 8 months.
That guitar can make you money.
I wouldn't turn
it's an
that
investment,
back.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
An investment.
Losing that job was a turning point. It's meant to happen.
Mate, I believe that. I do believe that. Yeah. And so yeah, that's my dream guitar, and
And you got it.
I've got no need for any other guitars.
That's completely fair.
Lovely.
That is fair.
Talking of which, Jack will now, he's going to play 2 songs for us today. One will be a cover of whatever he wants, and one from the Falling Out of You album.
You sit alone, I watch you drink. Can't pull a rabbit out my hat, can't even think. I take you home, I grant you a wish. I could walk along as soon as I've said my piece, but I'm feeling you slipping, sliding away. You ran out of your tomorrows yesterday, watching you slipping up towards the brink. But there ain't no place like it, no place like it. Even if I wanted to, I could never get to you. You're falling out of view. Even if I wanted to, I could never get to you. You're falling out of view. Well, it'll be what it'll be. Why you tested my invincibility? Higher the storm, quicker than you think. So they tell me I can swim or that I'll sink, but I'm feeling you slipping, sliding away. We ran out of our tomorrows yesterday, watching you slipping up towards the brink. But there ain't no place like it, no place like it. Even if I wanted to, I could never get to you. You're falling out of view. Even if I wanted to, I could never get to you. You're falling out of view. Lift me up and watch me hide your shadow silhouettes, my light. But you can't get me down tonight. There's nothing left for me to fight. Even if I wanted to, I could never get to you. You're falling out of view. Even if I wanted to, I could never get
Both one. You're a Tottenham fan, Jack. We see it in your cover videos.
I am,
Might get
yeah.
a bit of grief for him.
Get a bit of grief from it from the band, actually. Yeah, we're all split. It's me and my brother, obviously, are Spurs. Dan, the drummer, is West Ham, and then Ed, the guitarist, is United.
He's gone proper rogue.
Yeah.
He's just got.
He grew up, he's from the vintage, the Beckham era.
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's his
But
thing.
you're all local boys.
Yeah. Well, like same. It's a big part of life for us. Football, like we're all season ticket holders, spend far too much time doing it and getting pissed off with it. But
Oh, it's great fun though. It makes it more fun.
it is, especially when you get nights like Bilbao, and it's just nothing else matters. It's all good.
The
fun.
worst game ever, but it's the best game of your life.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'd have
Don't
fucking
matter,
taken that all day. I
Don't need to rewatch
Absolutely.
it, but you take the whistle blow.
Totally, man.
Yeah, fair play, Joe. I'm Arsenal. It was a little bit heartbreaking, but you know, fair play to you boys.
Yeah. Next time you try and get into a gig, you're getting turfed out.
Yeah. I wouldn't wear an Arsenal shirt. Talking of football, favourite ever player?
Oh, favourite ever player? It'd be someone from the shit era of Spurs, because when I was a kid growing up, so it'd be like, I loved Klinsmann.
Yeah, of course.
Klinsmann, but
Yeah.
Ginola's probably my favourite
I was
player.
gonna say, yeah, even when I look at as an Arsenal fan, you go, cool, you Klinsmann, but Ginola.
Yeah,
he
he
had
was.
the Barnet, didn't he?
Obviously, we won a cup in '99, and that was like, I remember being a kid, and that was fucking everything.
Yeah.
But like, we were dreadful. We were terrible back then. Like that era of Spurs was fucking woeful.
Yeah.
But that fucking, you give him the ball, and the whole stand, like he was something
Everyone
else.
wants to watch him on the ball.
Yeah, and you're leaving every week thinking, how the fuck is he playing for us? Like, and that's like, he was like a fucking superhero when you were a kid.
Yeah, of course. You idolise.
Yeah, I mean, there's players for every era, but it'd have to be Ginola, I reckon. Yeah.
Right, a player you would love to see in the Tottenham shirt. Ever. Well, your favourite ever player who didn't play for Tottenham? That's a better question.
I fucking do like a bit of Roy Keane.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah.
The no nonsense.
Yeah, there's something that, like, I think, especially in modern football, I think he'd be worth 3 times what he was back then. Because if you had someone go box to box and can absolutely clean someone out, standards, I mean, there's loads of them, isn't there? Like Zidane, fucking
Oh, yeah,
mustard,
the old school
like,
midfielders.
yeah. But, yeah, I do like a bit of Roy Keane.
Shaved head, collared up.
Yeah, be that era.
Going to war.
Yeah. But yeah, I like. He always had good kits. Like he's the Island kit.
Yeah.
Like so, I'd be keen.
Good. Yeah, 90s kids, basically.
Yeah, man.
And right, you don't have to say an English team. England, who's another team you fancy? Could be European, could be wherever you say.
So if I was playing for Spurs and they said, right, you've got to go, you're out. Where would I want to go and play?
Done a better question
Yeah,
than me,
that's-
fancy.
Swap roles.
Can we
But that's
write
the
this
only
one
way I can
down?
look at it.
Yeah,
right.
guitar.
Yeah, that's the only way I could look at it. So it'd probably be somewhere like nutty, like fucking Napoli or something like.
Mine's Lazio.
Yeah, somewhere mad like that. Yeah.
Now, should we move on to Clobber?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Got any questions you want to start off with?
Favourite brand of all time that you wear, I would say, out on the daily?
Where have I got loads of gear from? Adidas.
That's
I'm
exactly what I said.
I'm a
They're just
sucker
timeless.
for it. Yeah.
Timeless, yeah.
And like you, the thing with Adidas is that you can find something that one website's got that no one else has got.
Yeah.
Like, so you just keep going with Adidas. I mean, even the collaborations with like the Spezial stuff
Yeah,
is like that's the best. And
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
Oh, the old school 70 collars and the tracks up.
Yeah, man. Adidas is just everything in it. Like,
Oh, yeah, literally.
It's a
tracksuit,
staple, yeah.
that'd be my.
Yeah.
If you give me an endorsement from anyone, I'm taking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taking the
100%.
free stripes. Yeah.
You wouldn't say no to that.
Exactly.
So you come down to the shop today and it's been great having you in. We said, look, have a look around the shop, do some shopping while you're here. You picked this beautiful Penfield jacket.
I did, yeah. I like a bit of Penfield. It's sort of had a bit of a resurgence, isn't it?
This year's gone down.
Definitely
Yeah.
is yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not just the Noel Gallagher jackets, the Pack Jacks. It's been great for as a business for us when we've sold so much of a certain product. So it's been great for us. But people now dipping back into the other school jackets like this. Stuck out for you, that one, didn't it?
Yeah, I like a funnel neck. I'm all about the funnel neck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like a square cut. So when you get the jackets
Yeah.
with the square, that's what I quite like about the Pack jackets as well. So I know they're like
Bit
a
boxy.
bit drawing, but they're a bit boxy. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, I'd like a bit of Penfield. It's a cool badge and all Penfield, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yeah.
Yeah. It was probably the Noel Pack jacket that really kicked them off,
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
it?
100%,
That's
yeah.
Main Road, yeah.
There's no
When
denying
you
that.
like, for me, you see the materials they make are waterproof.
Yeah.
Like, they're at work there, and the collections are small as well.
I was going to say that it's not loads and loads of it, is there?
So when we go to buy it, it's probably like 20 pieces, and I'll get it down to 8 to what's going in the shop, and all the quality, because they're all quality, like quantity,
Yeah.
which is good to see from the brand, I think.
Yes, and also it is good because the fact that they've only just brought that red and white one back, they've waited, it makes it a bit more of a
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's mad that one person can wear an item of clothing and the whole country gets it.
The Oasis reunion.
Yeah.
That morning, you know,
Money
we're all
bags in
sitting,
your
we're
eyes.
all waiting for a cup of tea in bed, and Oasis come back. I've got to say, babe, we'll go to work. And I was just straight on the phone to him. He's like, mate, I said, yeah, how many did I put down? I didn't say my numbers. I said, right, I need
Triple it.
no, more times 10 it.
Sharp
Sold out
that's
a
true,
day,
yeah.
sold out a day. We had to take all everything off the shop floor because we're doing everything in house.
Yeah.
And we had it all laid out, closed the doors, and was packing every day. Yeah, it was a mad day. That was.
Yeah,
Pat Jack day. Probably a bit of history for our.
I like the other colour as well, the blue and
Oh,
green.
yeah.
But that's probably the one I would have got.
So, yeah. So what was the turning point? Right. So, you know, like everyone, young lad, you're like 12, 13, you're still in your football kits. What made you go? No, I need to start like clothes. What first appealed to you?
It was music. So for me, music and fashion are like music, fashion, and football. All three you talk about
that's
is
what
so
we're
closely
about.
linked. So it would have either been like the football, the terrace stuff, but it would have been music. It would have been like looking at when you're a kid as well. Like you idolise people, and it means more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so it would have been looking at, you know, the classic ones. Like I'm big into the 90s, like especially the northern bands. Really like the Verve. Like you'd see even like things like first time I saw Wallabies was, you know, Ashcroft.
That's exactly what,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it would have been Liam and Noel in certain bits, and even to be fair, like Damon Albarn was like, he was the feeler track guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it was it all comes to music to me because
100%.
you know when you start picking up those things and like, oh, I want to look a bit like him, and then you figure your own way out into it, don't you?
Oh, you're doing independent, and there's so many of you going, do you know what? Fuck yeah. we're
Yeah,
doing
look,
it.
if a record company
Sorry, not that.
if a record company turns up and offers you something, you know, you'd never say,
You have to think.
no, I'm not doing it just because of that. But at the same time, like the idea of waiting around for people, just no interest in that. Just crack on, and you know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah.
So-
In 10 weeks to do an album is mad
It's
work.
good, great
That's
effort.
crazy work.
Yeah, it was intense, but I think we were just ready. Like, you know, when we were just
You know when
ready
you got it in
to do
there, you want to
yeah,
get it, you
yeah.
knuckle down.
And the other thing about it is I really like the idea of, because when you start doing it, you obviously record a song here, record a song there, or 2 songs there. So the first record feels like a mixtape of like fucking years and years. I always wanted to do a record like that where you said, like, you know, when you hear about these people go and lock themselves away for 3 months, and so we just fuck it and we did it. You know, we wrote 2 mini songs, which is, and then you sort of whittle it down, and yeah.
What, there's even more to go on top of that?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Saving them for a next album? Or?
I mean, who knows, mate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
next year, like, I imagine we'll get in and start doing some writing, and maybe they'll make it, maybe they won't. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah, we had a lot of strong things, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, pleased.
Good work.
Yeah.
Right, getting back to the fashion.
Yeah.
This is what we like talking about in our little pilot episode. Fashion disaster.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
I had one with a Vivian Westwood shirt thing. I was the governor.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, before I was Daddy Di, I was more Harry Hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What, have
yeah,
you
yeah.
got one? Bad haircuts, bad
Haircuts, I've never really bothered. I've just, it grows back, so fuck
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I had a couple of well-end haircuts when I was a
Well-end
kid,
haircuts.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So I think everyone's got to have a go at one point on that.
yeah, so that probably more than I'd like to admit, really.
Yeah.
Before I figured it all out.
Any particular piece of clothing you thought, mate, that's the governor, or someone's worn it, and you bought it, and then you went, oh, look, I can swag.
I do that quite regularly though.
Yeah.
Because I like a bit of like, I'll do a bit of eBay like hunting, like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like second-hand stuff, and I think, oh, that looks nice. And it turns out, and you put it on, you think, oh, fucking hell, it's a bit Elvis
What's
on
that?
that.
Bad, it
Yeah.
stinks, you know.
Yeah.
Right, so we get to know Jack, now we're going to get to know him a bit personally. We're going to ask him a load of nonsense, random questions. First one, food heaven.
Oh, cringe one, pie mash and liquor.
Can't go
Nice
wrong.
one.
Yeah. It's Mecca.
Food
Isn't it?
hell then.
food hell. Fucking avocado. Fuck off.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
avocado.
They're nasty.
Fuck
They're
off.
rubbery.
Yeah.
And
Well, I can hear my wife at home.
chopping them up.
Chopping them up.
But that's why I ate. It's like the most fashionable thing in the world
Yeah.
now.
What is all that
And they
about? I
fucking
know.
abbreviate it to Avo.
Oh, no, I know.
Stick the sausage egg.
Yeah,
mate.
absolutely.
Yeah, good. Curry Chinese.
Sit-in curry, takeaway Chinese.
That
Oh,
makes
yeah,
sense.
that does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, lager or cider.
Oh, I'm Guinness, but lager over
nice.
cider. Yeah.
Are you seasonal Guinness drinker, or like me? In
Oh,
the summer,
any
I
day.
switch to lager.
No,
Then it goes
all-
October, I'm Guinness.
I'm all year through. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Beers like 2 beers. I feel like I fucking need to sit down.
Yeah.
But I'm lager fully.
Guinness,
No,
nice.
Guinness, sorry, yeah.
Favourite chocolate bar? I'm just going to go with it. This.
Chocolate bar. I'm not a massive chocolate fan, but if I was gonna go, it'd be a picnic.
Ooh, old school.
Got a bit of everything in there,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you got the nuts.
Yeah,
you got the
yeah.
raisins.
Star Bar's
Yeah,
powerful and all.
Yeah,
I
nice.
haven't had those in a long time.
Yeah.
Always been old school.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, I don't think they still sell them, do they?
Yeah,
Oh, they do. You
you
can
got
sort of-
They do, yeah.
in the right Bossman's corner shop. You got to blow the dust off them, but they're still
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're still hanging around.
Acoustic or electric guitar?
Yeah, I'd go acoustic because that's where it starts, acoustic.
Yeah,
but
that
that's
makes sense.
harder than I'm making it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favourite holiday destination?
Favourite of that's fucking Benidorm. Got to say.
They know,
Benidorm,
proper. Yeah, I'm a stag do out there. One for everyone at home. I've got Sticky Mickey tattooed on me, not on my stag do. I've got Sticky Mickey for better. It's a stag do destination now, isn't it?
Favourite Beatles song? I know it's hard.
Not even album, song.
I know song. I've got one.
I've got one. We let
You
Jack
can-
go first.
Immediately, you can get one that quickly.
Yeah, it's one that I think is like I've listened to since I was a kid, and it just stuck with me throughout.
Fucking hell, I don't know. It'd like. It'd probably be something off of. Like Taxman or something mad like that. Day in the Life, maybe?
That's my
Yeah.
favourite.
Yeah,
I was going
Day
to
in
say
the
that's
Life.
my
You've had
favourite.
Day in the
Oh, it's a
Life.
beautiful song.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah.
Helter Skelter.
Help, yeah,
Oh,
tune.
just
something.
You and Oasis cover
Of
that.
course.
It was a
Yeah.
revolution.
Yeah.
But back then,
Yeah.
hearing Helter Skelter must have been like,
Oh,
what is
obviously.
this?
Then what
Yeah.
went on with Manson and that, which, but take him
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
that is a tune. It's
But
well for us.
I can't even pick my favourite Beatles album because
Yeah.
I'll be certain that that's my favourite Beatles album.
And it changes.
And then I'll go, oh, I'll listen to that one today.
I reckon
And
we
then
could do an
this is
hour
definitely-
talking now,
yeah,
a whole
about
episode
that.
of the Beatles.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Right, soaps, everyone loves a soap. Favourite EastEnder character?
Cat Slater, got to
Oh,
be in it.
what a doll.
OG,
Yeah,
mate.
OG,
Yeah,
that leopard
Cat
print,
Slater.
mate.
Yeah.
Corey?
I don't know if I know anyone in Corrie. It's got to be one of the old bartender birds, isn't it? One of the
Who's
old.
old Betty's Hot Pots?
Oh,
Yeah,
the old
yeah,
bar-
yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah,
Go
yeah,
for
yeah.
Betty and Cat Slater.
Yeah.
I've not seen EastEnders or Coronation Street.
Oh, EastEnders is like a rite of passage, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that Danny Dyer was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
recently,
yeah.
but like the old school ones, like when we, I used
Big
to have to.
Heather.
Big
Big
Heather,
Head,
Big
yeah.
Heather, I
Big
see,
Head,
I know,
But I'll
yeah.
go back old school than that. Oh, it's amazing. Like it was amazing. Like me and my mum, like you have to watch it quick. Get the kettle on. EastEnders about to start. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That was just, and then right, and then it was. I think it started with Emmerdale, didn't it? And then in the break, another cup of tea. That finished. EastEnders like another cup of tea. You end up doing 8 cups of tea a night.
Emmerdale's a
sleep.
rogue one though, isn't it? Like based on a like about farming and stuff. No interest
really?
in that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's up
I
your
do.
street then. Yeah, that's a bit posh.
I'm not a farmer. Excuse me.
Posh, isn't it? It's
I'm
also
not
part
behave.
farming.
Far from it, darling.
Yeah. Right, thank you everyone. This has been our first ever podcast. We have enjoyed it. I hope you have at home. Jack, top man, thanks for coming down, brother.
Thank you very much for having me.
He's going to end it with a tune. He's already played one. Hope you like that. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe and catch us next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph
100%.
We've got something
That's
in
good.
that.